welcome to the Bridal Show at the Regent. I'm your host, Christy Beth, and I have the privilege of not just introducing you to the very people in our community, but allowing guests to come and experience the Regent. This is a pristine marble building in our own community that's dedicated to enhancing the community, to bringing people of all different cultures and walks of life together. On August 31st, you'll be able to have the opportunity to enjoy creating your dream day with people inside your very own community. The vision started when I was able to be introduced to people who had a passion not just for their business, and seeing that passion come to life when I would see their vision and their activities and their events, and seeing the smile not just on their face at the end of the day, but of their clients, and experiencing one of those very few moments in life where what you love to do and your career come together in one. I'm excited to introduce to you to several of those vendors through their interviews, getting to know a little bit of their story and what they do to help you create your dream day and make it better than you ever imagined. So follow me, I'm excited to introduce to you. Welcome to the Bridal Show at the Regent. Today, I want to take the time to introduce you to two amazing women in our community here at the Regent. Say hello to Shannon and Britt, who are the two women who make everything happen and much more memorable. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what brings you and makes you a part of this community, ladies. How long have you been a part of this community?
We will be celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year here at the Regent.
10 years. So I think when we were speaking earlier, you told me your family had been here for several generations.
Yeah, several generations. We're founders of a local community here in Hillsborough County.
Wow, so very tied into the community. What makes this venue so special to you, ladies?
I love the flexibility of it. It's a blank palette, so whether you're having a wedding or if you're having like a corporate event, or no matter what you're wanting the space for, it actually can conform into anything. And so the blank palette is one of my favorite parts of the building.
And is there a specific area that you love the most from when the bride walks in, or from when you have several different types of events? Is there a specific event that's your favorite?
I would say my very first initial favorite event is actually whenever the brides walk in through the front door and see it for the first time, way before they pick out the dress, way before they make their floor plans. When they come in and they see how magical it can be, yes,
the wow
when
factor.
it happens, that's my favorite.
I think the journey of finding that perfect guy and knowing it sort of happens in that moment when you walk into the space where you're going to actually marry that person, and I think it's a magical moment, like she's saying.
Well, and I think, as you mentioned so beautifully, it's a blank palette. So whether someone wants to see that beautiful princess type of a feel, they can still get that, but they can also change it to what their vision really is. It doesn't have to conform to what everyone else has.
Absolutely.
As well.
We are culturally diverse. We are very enthusiastic. We have all kinds of DJs. We have all kinds of lighting. It becomes an event like a club scene.
Yeah, you're right, because it is culturally diverse. We have everything from Indian weddings, Muslim weddings, Nigerian weddings, and so they are able to come in and see their vision no matter the culture, no matter what their different
budgets.
Their budgets. They can see it, and there's something inside of them that just connects with this place, and we see it happen all the time.
I think it's also so beautiful that it is not only just culturally diverse, but like you mentioned earlier, it fits in their budget. I know it's such a large venue, but you can separate the building so that it can fit for the size, for the amount of people that are coming in, and just to add a little bit more flair to it as well.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love that too.
Absolutely.
Well, and a bride may want to have a ceremony that maybe doesn't have all the bells and whistles and have a simple ceremony, but yet she wants that wow factor when you walk into her reception room. So the great thing with us being a 3-suite, a one room that breaks into 3 suites, is that they can have that on the other side of the wall. That wow factor is waiting for her guests, and she just has that anticipation moment when they walk in and see it.
One of the other things that I fell in love with the Regent is it's not only for weddings. I know that you guys do a lot of work with the local chambers as well. There's enough room to fit several hundred people. What is the amount of people, or either sitting or standing? What is the amount that you usually cater to?
Like when we have the larger chamber events, we hold between 350 to 500 for their large events. Whenever they have like their smaller events, it's usually about 150 or so. So on those chamber events, that is what that is. On our large events, we can hold as many as 750 theater style comfortably. 1,000 is our actual maximum.
Of 1,420.
We
can do 1,420 with no tables and chairs. And we've done it with homecomings for the local schools.
Homecomings, proms, what would be, to the viewers at home, what would be your favorite event that you've done here? I know you've done everything from homecomings to weddings. I know you've done different types of proms as well. Do you have an event that speaks to you that you haven't seen done here that you would love to see?
I like the charitable things to me because there's a heart that's in those events. I mean, weddings are great. I mean, we love weddings. But just sometimes you get a charity in here and you have some of these domestic abuse charities and different things like that, and you get to hear the actual heart of the people in this community that those charities are helping. And we love here at the Regent being partnered with those things so that we can actually be part of that heartbeat that the community has.
I love that. It's very, it seems like your heart is always in the right place and that the venue itself has a heart of gold.
Well, one of the things that we're really looking forward to taking advantage of is we're doing community involvement. So we'll have like community community proms and community talent shows and things like that. I'm really excited about seeing the community come in here and make it become something that's for them, that they all get to partake together in and be a part of one another in this space and make it their homecoming venue.
Yeah, I really want the community to become more attached and more part of us. You know, you out in the community, you're going to talk about the Regent, they're like, I don't know where that's at, and I'm like, yeah, this is your community center, and I really want them to feel that. We want that attachment to the community, and we want them to partner. We want them to come here and be part of the Regent.
And it becomes a home. It's at the very heart of our community. You cater to so many different kinds of people, not just, like I said, not just the brides, but students, families, charities, people who probably have no idea that the beautiful marble building in their own community is for them too.
Exactly.
And I do appreciate that you have opened the doors to all kinds of events, culturally diverse events as well too. It's all about welcoming and showing the community that it's okay to be different and everyone can come together in the same place under the same roof and have this beautiful, beautiful venue to look at and participate in too. So I appreciate that beauty aspect of it as well.
And on any given weekend, you can have a quinceañera on a Friday, you'll have a wedding on a Saturday, and church on Sunday. You know, so you'll get that whole gamut of crazy cultures and different variety. And so we love that. We love that we can get to be part of all those different kinds of facets of things.
It helps bring everything more to life and more together, which I think is really what we all are striving for, to create a community that's closer together, that has a home, and really where everyone feels welcome. No one is excluded from something so beautiful. We're all available to it. So I appreciate everything that you guys do for this community. And when people see this and they want to learn more about it, what would they do? Who do they contact? What is the first thing that they should do to find more out about the Regent?
I would suggest them going to our website first.
Okay.
We're launching July 1st, our brand new website. So it'll be fresh and new, and it'll have all of the new innovative things that we're trying to promote to our community. So I would recommend that first, and then don't ever hesitate to call the office. There's always someone there to pick up the phone Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 5. And then anytime that we have events in-house, we're always up here. So if you see the parking lot full, you can come in and have a chat with one of us. That would be the way that I would direct someone through starting their event with us.
Yeah, theregentfl.com.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, ladies. We look forward to seeing you here at the Regent. Don't forget, or please remember, that August 31st from 1 to 5 p.m. we're going to be hosting the very first bridal show at the Regent. You're going to meet local people within your very own community, as well as supporting local businesses that are here for you, and together we can create the community that we all want. Love, community, and stronger together. And welcome back to the Bridal Show at the Regent. Today, I'd like to introduce to you Andy Dennis with 3C's Catering. Andy, thank you so much for being a part of this
My pleasure.
today.
Looking forward to it.
I'm very excited excited, and I'd love to just start by telling our viewers, tell us a little bit more about your story. How did 3C's
Sure.
become to be?
Well, we started back when the economy was really bad, gas at $4 a gallon and everything. We started as a division of Cheddar's restaurants.
Okay.
I worked for a gentleman that owned a couple of Cheddar's restaurants, and we started doing the catering thing kind of on the side. Well, as it grew, back in 2011, then we incorporated it all together, and a lot of it was done right out of our house.
Wow.
I mean, my wife and I kind of
Very
started
local.
doing it, yeah. And as it grew, we moved, from place to place. We're now down in Tampa. And about 4 years ago, I bought out the gentleman that had the Cheddar's restaurants. So I used to tell people that I own a catering company. Now I tell people my wife and daughter own a catering company that I work for. So
That's a smart man.
yeah, right,
Best
right,
way to
yeah.
do it.
So
Well, I know you have a unique story. Tell me, what sets 3C's Catering apart from all the other catering companies out in the community?
well, we're fortunate to have a great staff of people in the kitchen and as well as people out front. If you look at our reviews, to answer that question, I think quality is what sets us apart.
Okay.
I've got people in the kitchen from Mexico. Our director of food and beverage is from Louisiana. Our executive chef went to culinary school for years, specialized in Asian and American cuisine. So there's not many foods we can't do.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that sets us apart is our attention to people.
Yes.
My philosophy is we're in the people business. It
Yes.
just so happens that we serve food.
Yes.
So we do private tastings where people get to pick items off of the menu. So we want them to try what they want to eat, not just what we have,
What you have, yes.
We do special requests all the time. We will even vary off of our recipes and menus for
Okay.
people because I want you to eat what you like, not just what we have on the menu.
Yes.
Very few caterers will change recipes for people,
Yes.
but 95% of the stuff we do is made from scratch. So, why not? If you want less
Exactly.
salt or more garlic or whatever, we'll do it.
You'll do it.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think it goes back to quality.
Absolutely.
And all of your reviews, I think that's
Yeah.
a very common thing stated is the quality, your attention to detail.
Right.
And you're a very diverse group. I mean, it's always said the company with that serves the best communities have great employees,
Yeah.
but great leadership as well
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
seeing that diversity and seeing how you're willing to cater and change for your clients is an amazing opportunity.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your wife and daughter approve.
Yeah, right? Well, and we've been fortunate enough, very, very blessed to have a lot of people that have worked for us a long time. Our director of catering and I have worked together for 15 years.
Wow.
Our director of food and beverage is 16 years. Our executive chef is 9. Our operations assistant is 8. So we've got a lot of people that have been with us a long, long time, and we all see the same vision of taking care of guests. And
I
that's
love
what it's
that.
about, is taking care of people.
It's teamwork.
It,
and I
it
love
absolutely
that.
is. There
It
are things that I just can't do. I own a catering company. I'm not a chef. If you see me in the kitchen, we are desperately in the weeds. But if that's where I need to be, I'll help out.
Exactly.
But I want to have people in places that are better than me at doing what they do.
I love that, and I think that is definitely what sets you guys apart.
Yeah, thank you.
How can I have our viewers contact you? What would be the best process for that?
The best way is probably through email, info@3cscatering.net,
Okay.
which is the number 3cscatering.net.
Okay.
Because that email goes to 4 different people in our company.
Okay.
So that way it's always tracked. We always have kind of a safety net for making sure if somebody's out of the office, it goes to different people. Phone is always good, but the nice thing about email is you can hit that save as new button
Yes.
and track it until you get back in touch
Yes.
with somebody.
Okay, that's excellent.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to have all of your information available. I really appreciate what you guys
Oh,
do.
yeah,
You're
absolutely.
bringing not only something that's so diverse, but something that's so people-oriented.
Yeah.
And we only want to give the best to our viewers and showcase all the amazing things and the small stories that become big stories in our own community. So, Andy, thank you so much for
My
being
pleasure.
a part of this.
Yep, we're very excited about
August
it. Very
31st,
excited.
you will be here with us.
Absolutely.
So make sure that you're here August 31st from 1 to 5. So not only can you enjoy all the amazing vendors in our community, but you're able to taste a little bit of the amazing quality at 3C's Catering with Andy
Yep.
and his team.
Yep. Come
We'll
see
you
us.
soon.
Bye-bye.
Fall in love with planning your wedding. Let us take the stress out of your big day. The Bridal Show at the Regent is a unique event. Not only will you find unique ways to create your dream day, but you'll be meeting people in your very own community who have the same passion as you do. The Regent is a breathtaking venue, and within the pristine marble walls, you will meet local business owners who are building their future, and their business mission is to help you create your dream day even better than you ever imagined. Join us August 31st at the Regent from 1 to 5 p.m. We'll be featuring a fashion show with models and boutiques within our very own community. The Bridal Show at the Regent, Create your dream day while supporting local businesses. Vendor applications are still available. Find us on Facebook. The Bridal Show at the Regent. We are here at Floras Bridal with Amy West. Amy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
I'm excited. I'm excited to share with all of our viewers a little bit more about what makes you so unique. So tell me a little bit about Floras Bridal. How did Floras Bridal come to be?
Sure. About 4 years ago, I started working in a bridal boutique as a bridal expert. It just came to be kind of organically. I was looking for my dress and decided this was the business I really needed to be in. Everybody's happy when they come into a bridal boutique. It's such a special moment for women in their lives. So, with that being said, I decided I needed to venture out and kind of fill a void that I saw, which was that bridal boutiques are either one of two things, a discount boutique or very upscale.
Okay.
So I wanted to fill that middle ground and make it a comfortable, friendly place for all women to come shop for their wedding dress.
I think that's amazing. Not only is it something that you had a passion for, but you felt the need to help other women experience what you experienced, which I think is amazing. And this bridal shop, it's so beautiful. How many dresses do you think you have here?
I'm sure we have at least 200 wedding gowns. We definitely have over 200 bridesmaid gowns as well. And we also carry Mother of the Bride, Flower Girl, and formal gowns for prom and whatnot.
Oh wow, so it's definitely not a little bit of, it's a little bit of everything almost. The entire bridal party can find something here, can't they?
Yes, they can. It may be a little store, but we have a lot inside.
And excellent, I think that's so phenomenal. Now tell me, Amy, what would be the best process for the brides to make an appointment to come in and experience everything that Floras Bridal has?
Well, they should definitely visit our website, which is florasbrides.com.
Okay.
And from our website, you can book an appointment. You can see what's available. You can check out some of our lines. Except for our private collections, we keep those kind of close to the chest, hidden in the store. Or you can give us a call at 813-684-0644.
Excellent.
We're also on Instagram at florasbrides.com and Facebook as well.
Excellent. So there's plenty of sites for you to find Floras Bridal, either on their website, you can visit their store, or find them on social media. Make sure you give them a follow and see everything that they have to find. Amy, thank you so much for being with us today.
Of course.
I'm excited to be highlighting all of your dresses, or at least some of your private collection line, at the fashion show that we're going to be having at the Bridal Show at the Regent, August 31st from 1 to 5 p.m. We're so excited to see you there and come experience everything that Floras Bridal has on the runway. We'll see you there.
Sounds good.
We're back at the studio today, and I'm excited to introduce to you Alicia with Pure Romance. Alicia, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more about what you do. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your story? How did you get into what you're doing?
Sure. So I used to be engaged, and I actually went to a bridal show 2 years ago.
Awesome.
And at the bridal show, there was Pure Romance as a vendor.
Excellent.
And so the consultant told me, hey, do you want to have a Pure Romance party? And I said, what is that? And so she told me. So she basically said, we're an in-home party company. We do presentations of bath, beauty, lingerie, massage products, and relationship-enhancing products.
Awesome.
At the time, I was like, okay, backs away slowly, no thank you.
Yeah.
And then, and so then she said, do you take a shower? And I said, absolutely. And so then she said, well, we have something for you too. And I was like, oh, okay, let's have a party. Sure, I'm fun. And so I did that. And so that's how I got into it. And so we had the party. I had an amazing time. The piece that I loved about it the most was the educational piece. I literally learned so much about women's health, things that I had no idea about. I went into it and I just was like, okay, this is great. And at the time, I already knew that I wanted an additional kind of way to supplement my income because I do work full time at a bank. And so I was like, okay, well, I need something to kind of plan this wedding, right? And so I knew right away that I wanted to essentially do that, because at first I was like, oh, I can't sell anything to anybody, but I noticed how fluent she was in this product does this product does this, and she made everybody feel very comfortable.
Okay.
So I was like, I can totally do that.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got into the business.
Okay, that's amazing. That's a great story. And I hear you mention that you also work a full-time job too. So you're definitely very dedicated and very passionate about something like this. So tell me a little bit, tell our viewers and I a little bit about what sets you apart. You know, what sets your soul on fire when you wake up in the morning to do this?
Sure. I think the part that really like keeps me going, if you will, is going to be empowering and educating women. Literally, that's the piece that when I get clients that text me and tell me, hey Alicia, you made me feel so comfortable about things that we probably don't feel as women that we can talk about openly, right? Because in our society, it's taboo to talk about those things. So when I get those messages and they tell me, oh, I've been married for 30 something years and I had no idea that I can communicate with my partner in this way, right? That's what lights me up every single time. It's like a restart. I'm like, oh, okay, yep, I found my calling.
Yes, and that's amazing. Well, I would hope that everyone wakes up in the morning to do something that they love. Now, where can our viewers find, where can they find you other than at the event on August 31st?
So essentially, I'm on Facebook. I have just a personal page on Facebook. It's Alicia Lopez. So first name, last name. If you put Pure Romance on it, then you'll find me. I should come right up. I'm also on Instagram. So Alicia_Lopez7 as well. And that's where they can find me.
Excellent. So I'm excited to not just have you here on the show tonight, but if you are interested in learning a little bit more, not only does she sell amazing products, but she's passionate about empowering women. So I am very grateful that you're doing stuff like this. People like you is what we're looking to showcase at an event like this. So thank you so much for being a part of this today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's an honor. And if you can't find her online, which will be pretty hard not to, make sure you join us August 31st at the Bridal Show at the Regent from 1 to 5 p.m. We'll see you there. Fall in love with planning your wedding. Let us take the stress out of your big day. The Bridal Show at the Regent is a unique event. Not only will you find unique ways to create your dream day, but you'll be meeting people in your very own community who have the same passion as you do. The Regent is a breathtaking venue, and within the pristine marble walls, you will meet local business owners who are building their future, and their business mission is to help you create your dream day even better than you ever imagined. Join us August 31st at the Regent from 1 to 5 p.m. We'll be featuring a fashion show with models and boutiques within our very own community. The Bridal Show at the Regent. Create your dream day while supporting local businesses. Vendor applications are still available. Find us on Facebook. The Bridal Show at the Regent. Well, I'm excited to introduce you, Manuel. Manuel, thank you so much for being a part of this today.
Absolutely, my big pleasure.
Now, tell me a little bit of how you met Kelly and David here at Fred Astaire.
Well, it was about a year ago. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and previous owner of a studio there, Peter, Gotch and Linda, they own actually before one of the studios there, and they moved here to Florida. They are now in charge of the Fred Astaire area of Tampa Bay. So they invited me and my partner Natalia to perform, and then that's where I got to know them, David and Kelly, yes. And since then, it's been my second time coming here, and I loved it absolutely.
It's been amazing. I loved watching you and how easy it was for you to teach everyone. Now, can you tell me a little bit about what you were instructing the class tonight?
So today the class it was about trying to mix some elements of swing, but still keeping the fun out, because that's what's the point of. That's what we do for Fred Astaire. So we prioritize the making everybody feel good and learn at the same time and socialize. So I was trying to mix like some elements and keep it still entertaining. So it was lovely to see how everybody interacted between each other and also with me. So they were keeping up. It was quite demanding at some point because it was quite warm, but they did a very good job. So I was really pleased.
I did love that it was not just adults. It was a little bit of the young, a little bit of the old, a lot of different cultures that you were still able to communicate with. So I think that shows a little bit about what dance does. It brings everyone together.
Absolutely. No matter the age, no matter culture, no matter where people come from, body language and music, it's only one language at the end of the day. So it's fun. It's the best thing we can do as a human people.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you so much for coming, not just to Fred Astaire and Brandon, but just to coming to Florida in general. So thank you again. I really appreciate it.
That was lovely. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Well, we have wrapped up an amazing evening. I'm very excited to introduce to you the owners of Fred Astaire here in Brandon, David and Kelly. Thank you both for allowing us to be a part of tonight and letting us have a sneak peek. So I would love to know a little bit more about your story. What drives you to be a part or to start something like this in this community?
Well, we started with Fred Astaire 18 years ago, and we wanted to bring it to Brandon. This is part of Kelly's growing up. She's from Brandon, went to middle school and high school here, so we just thought this would be a great place to come, open a Fred Astaire dance studio, and bring the joy and passion of dancing and enrich everyone's lives in the area.
I think that's amazing. And what is your vision? What do you see yourselves, or what do you hope to accomplish by being a part of this community?
Well, our mission statement really is enriching the lives of everybody who walks through the door. So we want people to walk in and feel like they've become part of a family, and that's a dance family, and we're providing a service for the community of wellness, happiness, and just pure joy, and we cultivate that, and then people continue to come back because it's addicting. It's addicting to dance, it's addicting to be happy, and so it's a mission of ours to just change lives one dancer at a time.
I love it. You not only just show people how to dance beautifully, but you bring out their confidence, and I think that's something that our community needs, and I'm excited to share that with our viewers. Where can our viewers find you? How do they come to Fred Astaire Brandon?
Well, we are online at www.fredastaire.com/Brandon, and then you can see us all. We have all of our bios on there, a little bit about Fred Astaire, what makes us different. We do a great program where we can ensure that you will have progress in your dancing. Not only be happy, not only be able to dance, but you'll be able to take it out into the community and use it. But we have a great special that we ask or provide for the community, and that is come take a free lesson. You know, how can it hurt? So walk through the door, we'll give you a free lesson. There's no obligation, but we just want to give you a little taste of what it feels like to what the magic on the dance floor is.
I think that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for doing what you do for our community. I'm excited to see the vision just continue to grow, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this tonight. We hope to see you guys. Not only will you be able to find them here at Fred Astaire in Brandon, but you'll also be able to see them on August 31st at the Bridal Show at the Regent. Make sure you download your tickets, and we'll see you there. Fall in love with planning your wedding. Let us take the stress out of your big day. The Bridal Show at the Regent is a unique event. Not only will you find unique ways to create your dream day, but you'll be meeting people in your very own community who have the same passion as you do. The Regent is a breathtaking venue, and within the pristine marble walls, you will meet local business owners who are building their future, and their business mission is to help you create your dream day even better than you ever imagined. Join us August 31st at the Regent from 1 to 5 p.m. We'll be featuring a fashion show with models and boutiques within our very own community. The Bridal Show at the Regent. Create your dream day while supporting local businesses. Vendor applications are still available. Find us on Facebook. The Bridal Show at the Regent.